Good afternoon, everybody. It's Angela Ervin and Paula Harvey, Vice President of the Side Fair Chamber, here with Mike Fossen of above grade level tutoring of Northwest Houston. How are you today, Mike?
I'm doing great, Angela. Thank you very much for asking and for this opportunity to talk a little bit today.
You bet. We are excited to hear. Tell us a little bit about your business and what's been going on with that right now, and tell us about some of the challenges you've been facing during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, that's great, Angela. Great questions. So we are an in-home one-to-one tutoring company, but we've kind of modified that a little bit to deal with the COVID situation. So we've done the one-to-one in person, and we've also done the remote tutoring over the last 6 months or so. And then, because that's just, some parents and some families are more comfortable with that type of arrangement. We're now looking at doing some of these things called the pods, where we can do multiple families, where we might be up to 5 families or 5 students, where we can have one tutor helping 5 students to help give a cost break to each of the families. So those are some of the things we do. We tutor from pretty much kindergarten up even to the college levels. So we've got a wide range there that we will help. A lot of it just depends on what the requests are, and then we try to match that up with a tutor that is that has the skill level that student needs. And again, we also match it up with the remote or in person and the days and the times and all that stuff. So we will work with it can be English, which is mostly reading for young kids, all the way to math. We'll do the sciences as well. And then when they get to high school, a lot of times it's SAT and ACT test prep. Some students think, or some parents are saying, do we still need to take the SAT? And at this point in time, even though it may be optional for the students that just turned seniors this year, there's still scholarship money that's on the line. And so to do that, they still do need to take the SAT. There also can be a factor such as if there's SAT scores kind of at the bottom end of the scale, usually a school will take a range. Sometimes they need a higher score to get a better chance of getting into the school. So it could be getting in as well as getting scholarship help, which is really big. Some of the things that COVID has done for us, it definitely changed us from completely in person to doing more remote tutoring. I can tell you we did not use Zoom much at all. I had one tutor that really wanted to promote Zoom. And I said, someday we'll do that. And the someday came in March. And so we've got a lot better with Zoom. And so we do a lot of Zoom tutoring right now. And that's been really good for a lot of students and a lot of tutors. What we are finding now, though, is that a lot of students and a lot of parents would like the in-home tutoring because they know with this new school year, a lot of these students are going to be online all day. And so they do want somebody to come into their house and help them. And it may be more than just a couple hours a week. It may be 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, because they may want a tutor that can help them with their English, their reading, their social studies, all the different classes that they might have, their math, all of them. And so it's going to take more time to make sure they're actually learning and picking up the knowledge that they should be getting from school. So that's probably one thing that we've changed a little bit. And we see that these pods are, that's kind of a term that's out there, POD. And then I guess you put a small s at the end of it. That is just where it's basically group tutoring, and we'll do that. We are very open to that, and we've got tutors that are good at that. And so we can go to one family's house and make sure everybody is social distanced and they wash their hands and wear their masks, and that way we can help multiple students at one time and keep the cost much more affordable for parents. And again, really the key is making sure that the students are really learning the information that they need to be successful in not only the current grade, but future grades, and really in life in general. So that's what we're doing to try to work with the COVID situation. This fall, we really anticipate there's going to be a lot of need for the pods and one-to-one tutoring.
Wow, Mike, what a challenge right now. It's August and everyone's going back to school. I can't imagine what you've had to pivot and do the last few months. But it sounds like you're really doing it, and tutoring is going to be such a need right now for all the kids. I hope, wish you best and well and managing all of this coming. And And thinking about that, you know, there's a lot of challenges. Thank you for, number one, for being part of the chamber and really an active member of the chamber. And I know you interact with a lot of our businesses. What advice would you give them right now in all the changes that are coming up, or what have you done that's really maybe could help someone else? Any advice?
Well, that's a great question. One thing I know that we have done a lot of, and I think it would work even for different businesses that may be even in a different situation than we are, is to be out there marketing your business. There's definitely been a lot of time to do that. And with the Zoom opportunities, a lot of the marketing efforts now are pretty much no cost or low cost. That's not always the case. So take advantage of that. There may be a lot of Zoom meetings, and I know there's some limit to that, but still do it. Get out there. There's a lot of groups on Facebook that you can join. And again, it's just a network. We try to put out some informational articles, but then we do make sure that everybody knows that we're out there and we're there to help. Try to find ways that you can help in creative ways. I think you got to be creative right now for any business. Find a creative way that you can help your customers. It may not be the in-person, but maybe there's some other way you can do that. And a lot of it's just keep faith, you know, just keep working at it. And hopefully we're going to get, you know, over the hill where it's going to open up more, and it'll make it a little bit easier for all of us to do business. But just stay on it. You can't really go into the hole. You got to be out marketing and finding ways to do that. And the chamber is a great way to do that because the chamber's got contacts. You know, I really like the breakfast and the lunch opportunities because those are opportunities to meet new people that you would not meet otherwise. And yes, it'd be great to be in person, but right now we're on the Zoom, and that's the way to do it. But the networking breakfast, I think, is the best of all because you get to talk about your business. Everybody talks about their business, so you can find people that you can do business with. And they may find you too. It goes both ways. And so I would encourage people to get on those calls and then get on the chat as quick as you can, especially if there's somebody that you know. First of all, put your contact information out there. And then if there's somebody that you see that you'd like to do business with or even just talk to, ask them for their information and then contact them. Those are some things I would suggest.
And you can still have coffee while you talk to them, just at home.
Exactly.
So thank you, Mike, so much for your time today. We are so happy that you are doing well and pushing forward through this crazy time of COVID-19. And we look forward to seeing your business soar as we continue to go through the school year. And I know you will tell us about it. So. Well,
thank you both very much for this opportunity to be on the call with you today. And I really appreciate it. So I'm looking forward to having more fun with the chamber. And I'm really looking forward to when we get back in person, whenever that day is. It's going to be exciting, for sure.